Good day, everyone. How are you all doing today? Hope you're all feeling groovy, realizing the government doesn't love you, and also realizing that pretty much everything you've been told since the day you were born, it's all lies. It is July 5th, 2025, 9:25 a.m. Mr. Buzz coming to you from the communist shithole known as Ontario, Canada. And I understand, I'm going to start by saying I understand that most people, have jobs to go to and they have very busy lives. Maybe they have kids, go to soccer practice, drive them to music lessons, whatever's going on. And it's hard to, do the amount of research and stuff that I do. I have a lot of time to fill. I do have to go out and do some work sometimes and make a few dollars and all that stuff, but I'm not as pressed for it as most people. So I understand that it's difficult. But what surprises me is certain concepts and things that are happening. Some people are still completely oblivious to what these things are. And the Internet of Things is one of those things that I've discovered not very many people are aware of the coming Internet of Things. Now, most people are aware of driverless cars, things like that. Most people know that there are now systems set up where you drive through an intersection or whatever. There's a camera that automatically gives you a fine if you do something that it finds illegal. I had a guitar student come here one day, and he was just cursing when he came in the house. He's like, man. He's like, I just cruised through this intersection, got a fine. I know I wasn't doing anything. So you don't need a cop to stop you or anything. The camera just films you and bang, decides you get a ticket. It's going to get even more intense. The system is going to actually deduct money from your bank account automatically. You won't even get a chance to do anything about it. Just as soon as it happens, bang, money will be deducted from your bank account, and that's it. Or if we're into our social credit system by then, you'll lose points off your social credit score, and then your privileges in society are lessened. So the Internet of Things is something that people need to be aware of. We're inching towards it right now. Okay, facial recognition is a big part of this. So in China, there's so much facial recognition software. They don't worry about infrastructure, like to make sure the place doesn't flood or anything like that. China's actually flooding everywhere right now. It's all bad. Some of the videos I've seen of it, talk about destruction. Unbelievable destruction happening everywhere because they don't have any drainage or anything. They have fake drain holes, like, the grates and stuff in the street. You lift them up, and it's concrete underneath it. There's no drain there. It's to make it look good. That's what China does. But one thing they do make sure of is that there's facial recognition software everywhere. These cameras are on everybody, constantly identifying every person. Okay, so no matter what you do, it knows who you are, what you're doing, and your social credit score is affected instantly when you do something wrong, like jaywalking. You jaywalk, don't take the crosswalk and take, another route and go across the street where you're not supposed to. That facial recognition is watching you, identifying you, lowering your social credit score, and deducting money from you. Just like that. That's pretty frightening stuff, isn't it? That's where we're heading. I promise you. I promise you. It's already being developed. It's happening now. It's just not completely rolled out or revealed to us yet. But it's happening everywhere. So this is what is known as the Semantic Web, or Web 3.0. If you look that up, it'll tell you that we're not quite in Web 3.0 yet, but I don't believe that to be true. I think we are. That's how YouTube can read our minds, which I've done several videos on, and there's no question it is. I've had so many comments from people that said, I didn't even say a word. I had a thought of dried flowers and doing crafts, and the next thing My YouTube feed was nothing but that, just dried flowers and doing crafts. You don't even have to say the words. You think in your head a certain thing, bang, YouTube knows. And they're doing that with something called a semantic decoder. Okay, I dug and dug and dug until I found this. Meta started using it first, I think, but everybody's using it now. A semantic decoder that literally can read your thoughts. That's the simplest way to put it. It can literally read your thoughts. So this is very frightening stuff. And like I say, most people are unaware of it. I'll let you know this too. This is what the Pokey Pokes are partly about. The Pokey Pokes have been proven to be full of nanotech. So Justin Trudeau tried to make it sound ridiculous, and these conspiracy theorists, they think there's microchips in the vaccine, blah, 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 blah. Ridiculous. Okay, that's microchips in the vaccine was to make it sound ridiculous. Truth of the matter is, there's nanotech in that. No question about it. Many people have proven it. You got to have the right gear to prove it. You got to have high-powered microscopes and whatever, because nanotech is so small, but it is self-replicating, self-assembling technology. That's teensy-weensy stuff. And it, as I say, self-replicating, so there's a small amount in there, and then it just keeps replicating and building these little structures. They're little computers. That's what they are. It's to hook you up to the Internet of Things, folks. That's what I've been screaming about since the damn Pokey Pokes came out. That's what they're about. One of the things they're about. They're also about making sure you don't have babies and, well, good old myocarditis. That they love myocarditis so much they want everyone to have it. All those things are definitely true as well, but I think the main purpose is to get everyone hooked up to the Internet of Things. Like one fella said, if it can be hooked up to the Internet of Things, it will be hooked up to the Internet of Things. The Internet of Things is the system that's going to run everything. It's when they talk about AI, whoever controls AI controls the world. This is what I mean. Driverless cars, all transportation systems, planes, everything is being run by this system. The problem is, it's hackable. It's hackable. Cyber attacks are more than possible. That's what we're seeing all the time. We had big container ships take out bridges, planes dropping out of the sky, you name it. Once everybody's in a driverless car, to be able to hack those too and steer them right into a tree. It's ridiculously dangerous for the whole world. Ridiculously. Because there's always somebody trying to attack those things. And this is not going to be any exception here in this one. I promise you that. So it's a bit terrifying, really. The thought of the Internet of Things. The semantic web means a web that is directly interactive with you. Okay, so it knows you, it knows everything about you, it even knows your thoughts because of the semantic decoder. And it'll get to the point where there was an advertisement one time about this. Just not really an advertisement, but a little thing, a video to warn you about this coming. And it was a guy wanted to order a pizza. And it plays the phone call, him in the pizza shop. I'd like to have a pizza, and says what he wants. And the girl says, okay, your cholesterol's a little bit high, so you can't have that on your pizza. You got to have, no, and you've had enough cheese this month, so sorry, can't do that either. And then finally, she agrees that he can have something, and he settles for that. He's like, okay. She goes, problem is, no, your bank account's been withdrawing all this amount of money because you got a speeding ticket and he can't even order his pizza because the semantic web has decided no. That's what it's going to be like. When you see things like self-checkouts in the grocery store. Don't use them. Everything you see automated, if you can avoid it, avoid it. And that surveillance device you carry around in your pocket, those things are part of this whole deal. That's why I do not have one. Now, have I had to make sacrifices in my life by not having one? Yes. I can't sign up for certain things. I can't even get into one of my bank accounts. I can withdraw money at the machine and deposit money at the machine. That's it. I can't get into online banking to do any transactions. I can't send email money transfers or anything. I can't do anything with it because I don't have a phone. I have a phone. I have a landline. That's no good to them. Something that's more secure, you have to authenticate who you are with a mobile phone, which is not near as secure as having a landline like I have. But they won't accept the landline. Why is that? They want every single person to have one of those stupid devices because that's how they're going to surveil you, and that's part of hooking you up to the Internet of Things. I just found out from a channel called Hustle Bitch that they did something to the Wi-Fi in 2021, I believe it was. And there's something new that your Wi-Fi is completely surveilling you and tracking your movements around the house and the whole bit. People laugh at me for plugging in my computer. I don't have Wi-Fi in this house. No router. Comes right from the modem, a cable, right into my laptop. I do not touch Wi-Fi at all. I won't have it. Well, that made me real happy that I don't have it when I heard that the other day. Hustle Bitch is a great channel, by the way. I recommend that to everybody. Check that out. I think it's just called Hustle now or something. They made him take the bitch off of it or something. But if you type in Hustle Bitch, you'll still find him. He confirmed it. Your Wi-Fi is completely surveilling and tracking every move you make and possibly reading your mind and everything else too. No one knows how far the technology has gone because they lie to us. Technology is always at least 50 to 100 years ahead of what they say, which is why there are pictures of people with actual smartphones in the 30s. The Fabian socialists had them. They had all kinds of machines that we apparently didn't invent until the 80s, but 80s and 90s, they had them in the 30s. So this is the deceptive nature of this semantic web. They say it's not here yet. The Internet of Things is not on the go yet. I don't believe it. The Internet of Things is alive and well already. And that's the other thing I'll add, and then I'm going to end it here. Your phone and the Internet itself has become sentient and is alive. It's not alive the way you are, but it's a form of life nonetheless. All that stuff is indeed sentient, knows exactly what it's doing. And I think the elites are even a little nervous of that because they don't know what it's going to do. This is the unleashing of something we've never seen, or at least we don't think it's ever existed before. And what a dangerous freaking thing it is. So, find Jesus, get real close to him, because he is the way, the truth, and the life. God bless you all.